Hey everybody, it's Becca. We're going to go ahead and do the karmic situation. Do keep in mind this is general, so it may or may not resonate. This is basically for third-party situation, so if you're not in a third-party situation, this reading probably will not resonate, okay? I can only record up to 33 minutes, so I have to go ahead and just do a pre-pull, and then I will pull clarifiers just to kind of save on some time. So anyways, let's see, boy. So the cards that I've already pulled, let's see, the very first card, and for me, the first card is always going to tell me basically what the foundation of the reading is. So the very first card to come out was the Knight of Wands. It is in reverse, okay? So intuitively, I'm going to tell you what I'm really feeling that's going on, okay? I feel like in this karmic situation right now, I'm feeling like both divine masculine and the karmic partner at this time are starting to really, they're both, not just one, but both of them are starting to feel like there's nothing more to this relationship than just the foundation, okay, which we've been seeing for a while now, okay, but we have seen in the last energy check-in that divine masculine, he's a little depressed and he's medicating. So what I really feel, especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse, I'm gonna tell you, the fact that there's no passion and no love and no sex going on between divine masculine and the karmic partner right now, it's an issue. It's an issue for them both, okay? People can do it for a certain amount of time, yes. But after a while, I can tell you, it does start to weigh on a person, okay? It does. I was in a relationship a while back, and I can tell you that, you know, I was in this relationship. It was a 6-year relationship, and by the end of it, I didn't feel like a woman anymore. I did not feel like a woman anymore. Me and him were not, I mean, yeah, we still slept in the same bed, but it was like he was on one side, I was on the other, and, you know, there was, the passion completely was gone. And I remember how I felt in that time. You know, I was just like, you know, I deserve more than this. I deserve to be with somebody who's, you know, going to touch me, who's going to hold me, you know. You start to miss that after a while, and I feel like that's what's going on here, okay? So I feel like with that card coming out first, is telling me that the lack of passion in this karmic situation right now is a problem, and it's a problem for both of them. They both understand that the only reason why they're still in this situation is for the foundation. Now, this is the Four of Wands, okay? So, you know, in most, you will see the Four of Wands, you know, in the regular Rider-Waite, you see them in a, you know, getting married and kind of riding off into the sunset, right? This card is not showing that. This is just, you know, this is just a man and a woman, you know, in their home, you know, just kind of doing their, you know, helping each other out, you know, helping each other cook. Or it looks like they're, I don't know, yeah, they're cooking something, all right? Well, they're not cooking, but they're prepping is what they're prepping to cook, okay? So I feel like with this card, it's just telling me that, you know, divine masculine and the karmic partner, that's all there is. There's no love, there's no passion, okay? And because of it, it's starting to weigh on them. I feel like a lot of them now are sleeping in separate rooms. They're not even sleeping in the same room anymore. You know, for the ones that are married, yeah, they're, you know, it's just to the point where, yeah, they've stuck it in so long, maybe for the kids or for the foundation, but now they're just wanting to get a divorce, okay? Or they're just wanting to end this whole foundation altogether, okay? They're just wanting to end it all together, okay? There's no balance, and they're both feeling like there's no justice here. There's no justice here because there's no love and there's no passion, and I feel like they're both really missing that, okay? They understand that at this point, You know, so I'm seeing this card two ways. Number one, I'm seeing, you know, they're needing to unchain themselves from this foundation. They need to unchain themselves from each other, okay? But this is also because, you know, this is, you know, in the upright position, you know, this is about addictions, you know, a lot of different addictions, right? Sexual tendencies is one as well. But it is in the reverse position. So yes, of course, this is about unchaining yourselves, unbounding yourself. But I'm also seeing this as lack of sex as well. I'm seeing this card as such. So I'm seeing two meanings here. I'm seeing, you know, that they need to unchain themselves, and I'm seeing that there is a lack of sex here, especially with this, you know, Knight of Wands in reverse coming up. Okay, this is lack of sex, lack of passion. I feel like there's no passion and there's no sex going on between this divine masculine and karmic partner right now. There is a lack of that, and I feel like it's causing a problem between them both. Okay, so I'm feeling like they're both. So we have Judgment, and we do have the Fool. Okay, and they're coming up right next to each other. So I feel like, you know, they are wanting to, both of them are just starting to really think in their mind and heart seriously that, you know, they need to make a judgment call. And they need to, you know, take a leap of faith and risk on themselves at this point. Just totally renew themselves, because they're just not happy in this situation, okay? They're just not happy in it. They understand that they need to put a death to it and just transform themselves at this point, okay? Because they can't give each other anything more than just that little bitty pentacle, okay? That little bitty pentacle, which is, you know, in the 3D world, which is something, you know, sustainable, which is something, how do you say, it's that pentacle is just this, and that's it, nothing more. Okay, it's just about the foundation. There's again, they understand that they can't give each other more than that. They cannot give each other love and tenderness and compassion. Okay, there's a lack of that. You know, I feel like a lot of them are sleeping in separate rooms. They're not, you know, there's not passion going on between them. You know, they're not able to offer each other more than just this little bitty pentacle. Okay. So we have the 8. So we do have the 8 of Pentacles, you know, which is about working hard. Okay. It came out with the 7 of Swords in reverse. You know, 7 of Swords is about, you know, this is about deception. This is about being sneaky, right? But what I really felt like with this card, especially coming up in the reverse, I felt like they're both working very hard at trying to not lie to them damn selves anymore. I really feel like they're starting to understand. They're starting to understand that they've both been lying to themselves about this situation, and they need to stop lying to themselves. For the ones who've just been too blind to see it, I feel like with this coming out in the reverse, this is saying that they're finally starting to, you know, open their eyes, and it's time for them to stop lying to themselves. And I feel like, you know, to where in the past they tried to be blind to it, now they're working really hard at opening their eyes. Okay, they understand that this situation is just too burdensome. Okay, it's too burdensome, and they're not happy. Okay, they're not happy. Okay, this situation is not making them happy. So, you know, I really feel like a lot of them are starting to really want to just start something with other people. Take a leap of faith on other people. Second chances on other people. With this, making the judgment call to do it. Making the judgment call to do it. To take that risk. To take that leap of faith. Okay? It is time for them to put a death to this situation and transform into this second chance. Okay? And again, I feel like it's both of them. I don't feel like it's just one of them. I feel like it's both of them. What is it that they're lacking, Spirit? What is it that they're lacking? What are they lacking in this situation right now that's causing them to want to put a death to this finally and take a leap of faith on themselves. What is it? What is it that they're lacking, that they're finally starting to see the light, stop lying to themselves? Look at that. What are they lacking? Just like I said, I told you that they are, I felt like, especially because this is the first card to come out. This is what this means. This is what this means. They are missing loving, okay? They're missing that feeling of loving, because I asked, what are they lacking? This says loving, romantic, passionate, and intimate. I told you, I felt like they're sleeping in separate rooms. There's a lack of compassion. There's a lack of the passion, the intimacy, the being romantic with each other. And absolutely, Spirit just confirmed exactly what I said. They are lacking this, and it is a problem now. And so what I'm seeing is that they're wanting to take risks on other people at this point, okay? And I feel like it's both of them. I feel like Divine Masculine wants to, go to his Divine Feminine. I feel like Karmic Partner probably has found her own Divine Feminine, her own Divine Masculine, or, has just found somebody else who's, giving, giving her, giving her passion that Divine Masculine is not. I really feel like with these cards coming up, both of them coming up in reverse, I felt it from the beginning. I felt it very strongly that they are missing passion. They are missing passion. They're missing love. They're missing compassion. They're missing intimacy, because they're not getting it from each other. And that's what I felt. And Spirit confirmed it. So, yeah, they are totally lacking that, and it's a problem. Again, I've been in a relationship before, and I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. What else, Spirit? What else are they lacking? Fulfilled. They're not fulfilled. That's pretty much, sorry, my car bag. Yeah, they're not fulfilled. They're not fulfilled because, again, they're missing the compassion, okay? So they're not fulfilled. It says satisfied, self-actualized, and at peace. So they're just not, so because it's what they're lacking is what I said. So they're lacking that feeling of being fulfilled in a loving way, okay? They're not satisfied. They're lacking satisfaction. They're lacking that self-actualized. And they're okay, so they're lacking peace. They're lacking peace, and they're lacking satisfaction. Therefore, they are not fulfilled, and they are lacking passion and romance. That's what they're lacking from each other. So how does this make them feel? How does this make them feel? That they're lacking this fulfillment, and that they're lacking this romance and lovingness. How is this making them feel? Too many cards, but check that out. Unfulfilled again. Wow. And I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm giggling at the fact that I was correct from the very beginning, and we're just getting more confirmation. So what were they lacking? Unfulfillment. And so how does this make them feel? Unfulfilled. I mean, you can't get much clearer than that. They are unfulfilled right now. They are unfulfilled because of this lack of romance. And it is a problem. Right now, it is a problem in their relationship. It is a serious problem because they are both wanting to feel the warmth, the passion, the love from somebody, and they're not getting it from each other, obviously, and they just, it just has them feeling unfulfilled. Okay, and they're missing it. This is why they're wanting a rebirth. This is why they're wanting to, die and transform, rebirth, take a leap of faith on a new beginning for themselves, because they're just not fulfilled. They're not fulfilled. And right now, the biggest thing is that they're both missing I mean, I'm just going to say they're both missing sex, okay? They're missing sex and love and intimacy is what they're both missing right now. That's really what this reading is all about this week, is that they are missing that. What else, Spirit? What else? What else are they missing? Oh, not that. What? I'm on the wrong question. I'm on the wrong question. Not what are they. And what I meant to say is, so how else is this making them feel? Because, yeah, that's right. I changed the question. So how is this making them feel? It's making them feel unfulfilled. It's making them feel overwhelmed. And they're feeling grief over it. Okay? So they're lacking feeling unfulfilled. They're lacking the loving, compassionate romance, okay? And how is this making them feel? It's making them feel unfulfilled, overwhelmed, and grief, okay? So grief is sorrowful, heartbroken, and bereaved. So, they're feeling very heartbroken over this, and so therefore it's making them very overwhelmed, okay? Both of them. It's making them both feel this way, that they're just both unfulfilled. They're both unfulfilled, okay? This is why they're wanting to, just these cards here tell it all, okay? These cards here tell it all. Death and transformation, judgment call to rebirth and take a second chance, taking a leap of faith and starting a new beginning. They are definitely both just wanting to just end this. They feel it's just unjust. They both feel like it's unjust to themselves, okay? It is unjust for them to continue this way, okay? Because then this is how people cheat, okay? This is how people end up cheating, okay? Because what it is that they're lacking in their relationship, then they want to go out and look for it somewhere else, okay? So this is how people cheat, okay? So it could be that, we are talking about three-party situations. This is why Divine Masculine is cheating with Divine Femme. This is the reason, that probably a lot of karmics are cheating on Divine Masculine as well. They could be, on dating. So I'm seeing, I am seeing, because of these three cards here, and specifically with this, okay, specifically with this, I really feel like, I feel like some of them are probably, going on dating websites, okay? Just trying to get kind words from other people because they're lacking it in their relationship, okay? So I feel like they're searching for something that is a little bit more fulfilling to them, until they can figure out what the hell they're gonna do, okay? I feel like they're taking risks right now, okay? So I'm feeling like a lot of them are probably, meeting people on social networks, talking to other people, because that's what happens. That's what happens when you are missing this romance, intimacy, compassion. When you are missing this, that is what happens. People start looking for it elsewhere. Is it right? No, it's not. It is not right. I do not condone it by no means. But I'm just the reader here, okay? I'm not the decision maker. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing, okay? I knew it right away, from this card being the first card that came out. Yeah, this I feel like it's just a problem right now. It's just a problem right now. So, they're unfulfilled, overwhelmed. They're really just feeling right now, they feel like, I really see, like I said, I see a lot of them sleeping in separate rooms, and I feel like when they're by themselves, they're really just sad and heartbroken because they really do miss, this romance and intimacy. So they're really feeling sorrowful. And I see a lot of karmics crying. I do. I feel like they're I feel like they're just very, very sad, in their grief, and it's overwhelming. I mean, just look at this. Look at this guy. Look how unfulfilled he is. And I mean, that was double confirmation, because I said, what were they lacking? Fulfillment. And then I asked, so how does this make them feel? It makes them feel unfulfilled. So, I mean, just confirmation. There's just a lot of confirmation that right now the situation between the karmic partner and divine masculine is that they're really, really missing intimacy with another person. And it's a problem. And I feel like that is why divine masculine has been depressed, and why he's medicating. So and I feel for them, I do, because again, I've gone through that myself. Okay, I've gone through that, and I know what it feels like. And for women start to lose confidence in themselves, and they start to lose confidence in themselves, and they start to feel like they're not women anymore, and they start to get depressed, and they start feeling like, am I worthy, stuff like that. And that is what makes them start going out, getting on websites, with all these social medias that's going on these days. It's easy to, just go to social media and start, looking for other, for other ways to compensate for this. Okay. So I feel like for some of them, they are just kind of staying in their grief. But then for others, they are starting to look for it elsewhere. Okay. So, you're seeing, 50-50. Some of them looking for it elsewhere, and then some of them that are just, staying in their grief, and it's overwhelming them. Okay. So some are doing one thing while others are doing another. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards to see what let's see what it is that they need. What is it that they need healing on in order to get through this? Okay, what is it that they need to get through this? Also, I wanted to say thank you. I did receive this new deck, but I don't know who. I don't know who sent it. It's the only thing. So, I do appreciate it. I wish I knew who it was, so that I can, give you an honorable mention. But I didn't get a name. So, if it was you who sent that, I do appreciate it. Just send me an email. Let me know if it was you. Okay. It didn't come with, it just, it just had my name on it. That was it. It didn't, I didn't have a return on there, so I don't know who it was. So, but just, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to go ahead and use this, I'm going to go ahead and use this for this reading. So, Spirit, what is it that they need to work on? What healing messages does divine masculine and karmic partner need? Courage. All right. So yeah, I do feel like they, both need to find the courage. Okay. They both need to find the courage in order to, make the judgment call to take a leap of faith on themselves. Okay. I do. They do need to find the courage. Okay. So it says, courage. What you have, what it takes, just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. So, I do feel like, I feel like the divine and the universe, they know that right now, these two people are struggling. So I do feel like, the angels are trying to give them courage at this time, trying to heal them in order to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture being that they need to put a death to this situation, transform themselves, and have the courage to take a leap of faith on themselves. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else? What else can you tell me? And I love this deck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to send me an email, whoever sent this to me. One more card, Spirit. One more card. What else is it that they need to work on in order to be able to... Wow, so we have transformation again. So we have death and transformation, okay? So courage, they need the courage in order to be able to make the judgment call and take the leap of faith, okay? They need to surrender, okay? They need to surrender. There is no point in pushing the borrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. So right now, angels are trying to help Divine Masculine and the karmic partner to surrender, to have the courage to put an end and transformation to this situation, to make a judgment call and to take this leap of faith, okay? Trying to help them with their fears, okay? It says, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. So again, I do feel like the angels are trying to help them at this particular time. You know, I mean, we have to understand that, you know, the angels aren't just there to help the twins. You know, we're all human beings. We all are, you know, God loves us all, okay? The universe, source, whoever it is that you believe in, you know, they're not just for the twins, they're for everybody. So we do have to understand that even though this is a karmic situation and we may not agree with the karmics a lot of the times, they are still human beings, and therefore the angels are still going to try to help them as well. So, and the last card we have is transformation, which, you know, we do have death and transformation here. So it says, through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment to moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. And I do feel like that is true because, again, I did say that I felt like they were working really hard on not lying to themselves anymore, okay? This is very burdensome to them, and they're not happy, okay? So therefore, the angels right now are really trying to help them transform, okay? Death and transformation. Give them the courage, okay? Give them the courage to surrender, to let go of their fears and surrender, so that they can make a judgment call and take a leap of faith, okay? Because they cannot continue to be in this relationship where there's no passion, no sex, okay? They're really overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed and overwhelmed, unfulfilled for the fact that there's just no love and intimacy here. It's starting to get to them, okay? It's starting to make them both very sad, okay? And they want to be fulfilled. They want to be fulfilled. So I do feel like transformation is taking place. I do feel like the angels are trying to give them courage to surrender and let go of their fear so that they can, you know, rebirth themselves, okay? So I feel like that's what the energy is this week, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if you do hear from your Divine Masculine, because, you know, I'm really, really feeling like right now, Divine Masculine could really be looking for some romance right now. So they could be, you know, contacting you guys. That seems to be what the situation is this week. So that's it, guys. That's everything. I hope that you, you know, let me know if it resonated or not. This kind of really resonated with my situation, I can tell you that much. But yeah, the angels are definitely trying to give them courage to transform and surrender. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that at this point right now, not just divine masculine, but the karmic partner as well is starting to transform and surrender. I think they're both. I think at this point they're both seeing it, that this is a problem they cannot continue. Okay, so this is what I have for you this week. I'm gonna try to go live here either tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'll leave a community post if I decide to go on live tonight. So that's it, guys. I hope that you all have a good day, and we will talk to you soon. If you have questions, I have answers. Bye.